Oh, you want to be great, huh? You want to be the greatest there ever was? You really want to be successful? Well, let me tell you, that comes with a price. That comes with a price that only few are willing to pay. You just declaring that that's what you want is not it. You got to prepare yourself.
Punch him,
boy, working. My boy working. Okay, Chief. Yeah. Okay, Chief. Let's get it.
Now that you're ready to prepare, be ready for adversity, maneuvering obstacles that get in your way, sleepless nights, and a relentless work ethic. And I do mean relentless.
Okay, man.
If you really want this, you gotta be ready to live this. There ain't no personal time. Oh no, there ain't no personal time. There ain't no me time, there ain't no going out with no homeboys, no homegirls, there ain't no focusing on nothing else. It's literally 24/7, eat, sleep, and everything you do, success. It's like what Steve Harvey said that one time. What he said, I loved it. He said, you gotta be ready to get a little dirt on you if you wanna be successful. And what he meant by that was, the dirt is the obstacles. The dirt is the haters. The dirt is, whatever gets in your way whenever it comes to success. You know what I mean? Because it's always gonna be those doors that are being shut. But you've never seen a seed be thrown on the concrete and just grow. No, it needs dirt. Understand, it needs dirt. So that dirt is the fertilizer. That dirt is what helps you grow. Utilize everything that gets in your path as a way to propel you up. The only way that seed can push through the grass, the only way the seed can push through the top is with that dirt. So utilize it. They may not know it, but you need those haters. You need those doors to be slammed in your face. You need to be told no. You need to be kicked while you down. You need those things. You most definitely do. Utilize them as fuel. And one thing I cannot stand for people to say is, when somebody's in a successful position, that person is lucky, or that person, does not deserve it, and you deserve it even more, whenever you don't understand what that man went through to be in that position. That man went through a lot. Those bags under his eyes is for a reason. Understand that. That man suffered for that position. He sacrificed a lot of stuff that y'all are not willing to do. Big facts, big facts. And one more thing, you might be the underdog right now, but eventually you'll be the big boss. You'll be sitting in that chair calling shots. A lion may be stronger, but you'll never find a wolf in a circus. I love that quote. Make sure y'all like the video as y'all come in the door, family. Wipe your feet. And with that being said, kick that intro for me one time. Believe it. Y'all know what time it is. Shout out to Left You Leaking for tapping in with the Instagram family. Shout out to It's Goody G, James Goodman for tapping in as well, King. And then shout out to them Tora Harris, Nubian Remy for tapping in. Appreciate you, Queen. Much love to you. Love to see them queens tapping in. Then we got Chaosius 1000 Hartman, as well as Bag Chasing Yungin, a ticket tapping in with the cartoon thumbnail or photo picture, whatever you call it. Then we got Deterius James 23, Don James. Appreciate you, King. The Only Real Maul tapping in as well. Much love, King. Then Trevor Lowe, Carol Peak 2293, a Queen tapping in. Appreciate you, Queen. Appreciate all y'all tapping in. Y'all know what to do. If you want your shout out, Go tap in with the Instagram family at All Facts King KO, as you can see in the lower left corner. You know, show your boy that love. And with that being said, let's get to it. Believe that. First and foremost, we got that man, Uncle Murda. As he drops that Wrap Up 2021, you know, his annual song where he talks about everything that happened in a year. And in this song, he has some little touchy things he touched on. But overall, I would say this song was cool. You know, you might recommend checking it out. I felt like the bars was a little bit preschool, you know, as far as, you know, his talent level and what we used to hearing from Uncle Murda, you know, as far as like his bars, man. He usually puts those metaphors together a lot better. I felt like he didn't really take the time and sit down and write this one like he usually do. But he did go at Lil Nas X, man, and said, you know, he's gonna get that A word. You know, that stuff in their blood that, yeah, man, I can't really say all that. You know, YouTube be tripping, but yeah, man, he went at a lot of people in this. In my opinion, I didn't agree with a lot of the stuff. I did agree with some of the stuff, but I didn't agree with a lot of it. You know, at the end of the day, he is an industry rapper, so, you know, he ain't gonna really give his personal viewpoints on everything. He just gonna go with the wave of the land. You know, however the populace is rocking, he gonna try to, you know, rock with that, because he does not want to lose his revenue and income. So yeah, man, he's gonna, yeah, I feel like he didn't open all the way up with this one. So that'll be my only two true knocks on the song, you know, but I definitely recommend y'all go check it out. And next up, we got that man's, you know, Dr. Dre, the legend. As you know, he just dropped, it's been a couple weeks now, but he dropped, you know, his new album called The Contract. The Contract. Man, this dude is tripping. But then y'all see his hands and whatnot and everything he doing. So he's showing y'all what the whole album was pretty much about. But he had a bolster of, you know, legendary features on here. You see Busta Rhymes to Nipsey Hussle, as well as Ty Dolla $ign. You got Eminem, the legend, on there. Rick Ross, you know, Jeremiah, Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q. He brought Schoolboy Q out. You know, it was a lot of Snoop Dogg. You know, everybody was on here. A lot of different legends. Corrupt right there. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of legends on there. Y'all see it. And yeah, man, he brought a bunch of people out. In my opinion, you know, he was the best one lyrically on the album. I give the props to Dr. Dre. We never really heard Dr. Dre come, you know, with pressure flows. So that's not really expected. But as far as like the talent level from him in the album, I thought he did pretty good as far as that. But the overall meaning of the album, I couldn't rock with. But for all you Dr. Dre fans, you know, go ahead and check that out, man. He went ahead and dropped again, you know, talked about a bunch of stuff, spoke up on Eazy-E in the album and whatnot, you know, kind of showed love, but then kind of, y'all know what the business is. But yeah, man, definitely go check out the album, man. You know, shout out to Dre for still dropping in 2022. And yeah, man, well, 2021, but yeah, man, you know, let's go ahead and move on.
Run with it and think about it, bro. Think about why all, but long story short, folks been feeling like this, been really finna drop that. It's merch, but it's merch. I didn't want to give to him like that, because it's merch we already know about him popping his little bit. He turn the O Block up a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? Because the world looking at YB. YB is the biggest artist right now, bro. Durk ain't to YB. Why y'all think he had to respond to him, bro? It's merch. I know what I be talking about, bro. Y'all don't know, bro. Hey, take this, run with it, and think about it, bro. Think about why all.
That was FYBJ, man, talking about NBA YoungBoy, O Block, and Durk situation. And we're going to dive on this in a second, but y'all check out what happened on O Block and what they did. That was disrespectful, but then you got Durk coming out saying, you know, don't claim it if you ain't do it. You still a, you know what, female dog, hashtag the voice. As well as, you know, Lil Reese comes out and says, that ain't no you know what time, he just rapping like all the rest of these rappers all rap. To where NLE Chopper comes out and says, I stamped that, you know, backing him up and whatnot. Now I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on all these subjects, as well as I want yours down in the comment section, so make sure you leave that. Now the FYBJ main situation, it's like, bruh, you know, it's Durk is not forced to respond to this. You know, he might feel like he is, you know, that's the young man mentality, but technically he's not. You know what I'm saying? That's not the art of war at all. You know what I'm saying? He could have turned the other cheek and act like he didn't hear it. That would have been the smartest way to go about that, the smartest route to go about it, you know. But saying that YB is the biggest artist in the world is more of, you know, what would I say? That's more of a personal opinion at this point, because there's so many artists doing the same numbers as him as of right now, if not even more. You know, you got a Drake, you got a Bruno Mars, you got, you know, Ariana Grande. You got so many artists that are doing so much more. So if you're gonna say that, you know, you need to classify that to a genre. But we really don't know which genre he's actually in, because he's a pop star, he's a rock star, and he definitely ain't the biggest pop star in the world or rock star. So he can't be that. He's not into hip hop, which Durk and them are into, so you can't say that. But he's definitely not bigger or more popping than Durk. Definitely not. Definitely not. You know, you probably could have said that probably 3 years ago, but as of right now, today, no. They are in the same hemisphere. You know, if Durk would have made an antic like this public, YB would have had to come out and respond, been forced to, you know, but that's a young man's mentality. YB just showed that he can get under Durk's skin anytime he wants to, and that's a flaw for Durk. And Durk pulling in all of his people into this instead of, you know, not responding and making it a situation to where none of his people responded, and it all could have been left in the streets relative to, you know, there being exposure to what's going on, you know, them putting the microphone glass over what's going on once again. You can't bring this type of attention to a situation that's so touchy, Durk. He spoke on it, but you didn't have to respond, and now you made his song just blow up. You know, all the people that listened to his song would have came and waited for a response from you, but now they are back waiting for a response from YB because you responded to his antics. That's not how bosses move. That's not how, you know, you don't do this. You don't move like this. You don't operate like this because you're giving too much attention. Stop with the whole cap that all of y'all saying that YB giving Durk attention. No, everybody that knows YB knows Durk, as well as they know Fredo Bang, as well as they know Pooh Shiesty. They know y'all know these guys. So that's not transferring any clout or anything like that. All it's doing is raising a lot of attention. Stop with that cap. You know, at the end of the day, the best way to hunt a hog is in silence. You know, i.e. the reason why G's move in silence. Don't bring all this attention to you. You could have reaped the benefits of him putting that in the song and dropped on him and blew up out the water off of that, instead of transferring that energy back to him. You know what I'm saying? And then Reese speaking up, you know, that's just his viewpoints. He's hurt as well, but he's not the main face of the situation, so he should be allowed to speak. You know what I'm saying? His antics is not gonna make everything go overboard. Durk says, you know, NLE Chopper speaking up. A lot of people saying he shouldn't have spoke up. Probably not either, you know, just because he's so big as well. You know, he's just as big as YB. You know what I'm saying? But NLE Chopper felt pressured to speak up because he also rocked with Von, as well as Durk and all the rest of these boys. So he just rocking with his people, showing his side. He already had problem with YB and them and whatnot, so that's expected, kind of.
Big boy. Pushing peace. Stop playing.
Overall, though, I'm most definitely glad to see that Fredo Bang did not respond to the situation. That was definitely a smart move on his part. You know, it made him look like he got the upper hand, and he's taunting him with this move because it was really to bother Durk and Fredo. Fredo just shared Durk's post, you know, not too much, you know, not bringing himself too much heat. You know, YB wanted to ruffle some feathers, but Fredo didn't expose to the limelight that he was ruffled by any means, which was definitely intelligent. He shared this post. A couple other TBG members shared this post. But as far as him going out and making some outlandish antics, he did not do that. And that was highly intelligent on my part. That was the best move that he could have made. You know what I'm saying? And all he did was bring Rada a bunch of attention. You know, Fredo Bang's new song, he brought that a bunch of attention. Fredo just sharing girls.
What you say? Hey, look at this little soft down here. Soft as
Ain't nothing soft but your ball. You can be my you gonna come before these commas. Oh, ride, 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 ride. I hit the least bitches. Oh my gosh. Gangsta. Ooh, I'm knowing this what you want me to do. Kill a man. I might make the news. I got inside the head of sticky like some glue. So baby, ooh, ooh, ooh. Knowing this what you want me to do. I might make the news. I got inside the head of sticky like some glue. So
My boy Bang Man showing y'all he can really sing, man, and it ain't just the auto-tune. But overall, man, a lot of that would have went over you guys' head. That was his response, but his response was not in a way that'll get him tricked off. But before we talk about that, we're gonna read what he said. Can't get too comfortable with people these days, and that's what he said on Twitter. But his response was in a way that none of them people would come and, you know, pressure his back. Because at the end of the day, man, they got a lot of heat on them, both sides. So for NBA YoungBoy to do that, you know, and know he's gonna get that much backlash, that was just like an ignorant move. I just don't understand it. You know, y'all gotta understand, man, this is chestnut checkers, and they're also being focused on, like, they are priority to them boys in blue, them alphabet boys. So you gotta move strategic, you know, and that shows that whatever he says to the laws, that he's not involved in no type of, you know, problems with them. It shows that he is, you know, coming out and doing all of that, you know. So I don't want nobody in a comment section talking about, you know, I'm hating or anything like that, man. Go on somewhere with that, man. I'm just giving y'all the truth and just what it is, you know what I'm saying? Now Fredo is taunting YB. He's taunting him, you know what I'm saying? And if you pay attention to the choice of songs he used and the choice of lyrics that he used, you know exactly who he's talking to, you know what I'm saying? But he's just taunting him. He treating him like, you know how a big brother treat his baby brother when, you know, he poking him or staring at him, and the baby brother get to whining like, stop looking at me, stop staring at me, stop poking me. You know, mama, daddy, he won't leave me alone. That's what he's doing to him. He's poking him. And I know it's making YB furious, like, man, I can't move him. He is responding to him by living his best life and singing his hits. My boy Red Joe went ahead and banged on the real G Corey and said, stop using G name in vain. You not fam. You know what I'm saying? And lets him know. Then that man's Shellwood Pep says, before these, you know what, was ops, they was fans, and we got receipts. You know what I'm saying? 5-4 to Don shared it, as well as, you know, Ben 10. I don't know if Ben 10 was trolling or whatnot, but he definitely shared it. But that brings us to the NBA side of things, and I'm gonna go ahead and read this fast, you know, try to run through this stuff real quick. We already late in the video. It says, I ain't got no O Block affiliation, but I can't stand cap. You done did too much explaining yourself and begging for mercy to be smoking on anybody pack, little bro. We don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, I can't even deny, you know. You gotta kind of respect that one, like, real talk. You know, he have did a lot. But next up, man, we got some NBA YoungBoy fans who said some crazy things on Instagram. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Before y'all hear this, it's kind of disturbing. Well, it's really disturbing. But y'all go check it. Y'all go ahead and check it out.
man, YoungBoy coming here right now with me. Sitting right here to my leaky tip. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Bro, see,
I might just chalk the whole thing now.
Yeah, y'all heard it right. That Yungin said, if NBA YoungBoy come in with $1 million and ask you to lick his tip, you know what I'm saying? The other dude said, I don't know, which he should know. You should say no, and then, you know, put your hands on him or something. Then the other one said he would take the whole thing down. Like, what is wrong with y'all, man? What is going on with these youngins nowadays, man? Like, is y'all that sick in the head? Hey, your partner's in the closet, and you just might be too. Like, both of y'all is. For you saying I don't know, and he just let it be known, like, hey, look, I'm rocking with it. And everybody else in the room didn't even react to it much, like they really much didn't care. Like, what type of question was that from the gate? Let you know what you be thinking about, bruh. Like, you got Johnsons on your brain all day long, man. Y'all little dudes is lost, man. Like, I don't even know what to say. Man, I'm gonna move on from that situation. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on that down in the comment section. And next up, we got NBA YoungBoy's artist P. Yungin, as P. Yungin has some things going on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, to which he made a couple posts about, you know what I'm saying, back to back. You know, he's going through it right now. You know, he lost his partner. Then he posted a pack of cigarettes with an ashtray in it, to which a lot of people reacted to, you know what I'm saying that was sad and whatnot, you know, which ultimately, you know, influenced him to go ahead and make a video about him flushing the cigarettes down the toilet, which is, you know, definitely a sad situation, man. This young is so lost in his life right now. You know, he got money and clout, but that ain't bringing him no happiness, you know, and he's ready to off himself, you know what I'm saying? According to all his posts that he been posting for the past week or so, man, he looked like he ready to off himself. You know, he lost his little partner and whatnot, you know, which meant a lot to him. Or his brother. I don't really know who he is to him, but it's definitely somebody that was close to him, you know what I'm saying? As he been talking about, you know, wanting to leave and go with him. This is him right here, you know what I'm saying? He been posting all kind of videos, you know, of them back in the day in the car, and that's pretty much been most of what his posts about. You know, he just lost his little partner, so, you know, it's still fresh and recent on his mind, still hurting his heart and whatnot, you know, and that's why he kind of making videos like this, you know, putting cigarettes out, kind of needing attention. He needs somebody to reach out to him right now. You know, he don't know how to deal with his problems by himself as of yet. You know, he's still young. So, you know, y'all make sure y'all check in on your youngin. And then next up, man, we got, you know, BBG Block, as BBG Block shares the video that we made, you know what I'm saying, talking about how he called, you know, YB a F-A-G-G-O-T, to which he said, nah, I didn't. I'll never speak on nothing IDK for show. I got mad love and respect for Kid. And I never denied the fact that, you know, he got love and respect for him, you know, but it was a little fishy how the antics, you know, what he said. He said, you know, we don't rock with that F-A-G-G-O-T stuff. The day that, you know, everybody was going crazy about YB putting on the makeup and acting like a rock star and all these different things, you know, talking down on him. So the timing was definitely there. And in my opinion, man, it just seems like, you know, he really just like backtracking on that statement, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I can say about it, you know. It maybe was something that happened spur of the moment, and now, you know, it's trying to be retracted or whatever. I don't know, bro, but that ain't really much of my business. All I'm saying is, man, if you didn't mean that, you know, definitely, you know, my apologies for posting that and putting that out there like that. But I did have a fan hop in my inbox, you know, talking about, you know, talking crazy and talking sideways and doing all that, you know what I'm saying? Really much of a hater. That's really who he was, because he was talking about how you ain't no professional or nothing like that. Ain't nobody no professional. Everybody just hop on here and do what they like to do and speak on what they like to. What does it mean, homie? So what, you're the professional? Man, come on, man. You was a clown. You really salty because nobody wants to support you, and that's the problem. You know, the people gonna support whoever they feel like they want to support, whoever they feel like coming with the truth, whoever they feel like they can vibe and relate to the most. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't have so much jealousy and envy in your heart towards other people, other black men in general, maybe people will vibe towards you, but they can see that you got jealous, feminine tendencies. So they don't much care about what you got going on, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So instead of being, you know, somebody like that, you know, figure out your own lane. But yeah, man, like I said, man, Block, if you didn't mean it towards him, you know, definitely my apologies in that situation. It just kind of looked a little iffy, man. And maybe, you know, yeah, that's just what it was, you know, coincidence or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then he goes on to say, I'm off Taylor Street. I try to make moves to benefit my block from jail. And anything I do to help my people, I'm all for it. I don't spend my time worrying about who's real or fake. It don't benefit us. And I honestly don't be caring about what people say or feel. As long as my dudes know it's love and sacrifice here, that's all that matters. To me, I don't even gotta mess with the ones I'll die for. Just know when it get critical, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he is admitting the fact that, you know, they not messing with each other, but he's still saying that he gonna die for him. But yeah, man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on that down in the comment section. Let's go ahead and move on to the last topic. But last but not least, we got Quando Rondo, and I know I probably should have talked about this in the middle of the video, but I wanted to separate it by itself because Quando Rondo said, "Old block pack get rolled up every day, no cap." And this is kind of what the blogger was talking about whenever he was saying, like, you know, you kind of running with the get along gang, because that's really what it is, man. You know, you was begging and pleading, and now that YB said something about him, now you want to hop on board again with it all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? Instead of keeping your standpoint, you know, it really was a sucker move, like no cap. You know, I really, man, I ain't feeling this one, bro. Like Quando, you know, this is sad, bro, and it shows your mentality, bro. You got to grow up and stop following after other dudes. You know, be yourself. Go with what move you think is the right move. You know, instead of going with something somebody else feels like is best, man, because this is not it. It ain't it at all. Like, nah, we ain't rocking with that one. But I will probably be going live later on today, man. You know, we got to chop it up about some game, man. You know, spit some game, spit some facts or whatever. You know, I got a bunch more I should have talked about in this video, but it's already way too long. So y'all just be waiting on, you know, that next upload. And yeah, man, make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell icon. If you haven't already, you know, share the video. And also, man, for all the suckers, man, that keep on talking crazy, man, if you got a platform and you really want some help, man, and you feel like, you know, you want to get up, you know, I can help you to the best of my abilities. I know I ain't really up there yet, man, but I'll try to help as much as possible. You don't have to come acting like a sucker, man. You know, I help my people out, man. I extend a hand as best as I can, man. So you don't got to come, you know, disrespectfully and showing jealousy and envy. All you got to do is reach out, man, and show love, and I'll do my best to try to help you out. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on all this. And with that being said, I'm out. Believe it.